So today I'm going to do a unique video. It's not what I had planned to do at this time of the year, but I feel like it's necessary, and I am those people that doesn't take for granted things that happen. I know that God orchestrates my life and the things that happen in my life. So this video is for such a time as this. I'm going to be taking stock. It's May, so happy May. I hope you have a good month. I pray that everything you have been praying for comes to pass this month. So I'm going to be taking stock and catching you up a little bit on how we're doing, how life is, how I am doing. And yeah, let's get into it. So I have different little words that help me take stock. If you were here since January, there's a video I did with my husband, and we're taking stock of our year, our previous year, 2022. And I feel like it helps me know how I am and gauge how things are going. So I also asked on my Instagram stories for people to ask me anything related to me, and I will be answering some of those questions in this video. Yeah. So, but I'll first do the taking stock. So the first one is, what am I grateful for? Grateful. Right now, I am grateful for growth. I'm grateful for how my babies are doing. I can't believe that Sunshine is 7 months old. I can remember in September when I was in labor and he was a newborn. Fourth trimester is my hardest trimester. Going through that, and now he's 7 months, going on one. I'm so happy, and he's doing so many things. He's eating, he's trying to crawl, he's a sweet baby. And then my first finished his first term of school. It went well. He adjusted well. The first 2 weeks were a little rough here and there for him and I. But now he has adjusted well. He's doing really well. He has learned how to read. He can read 3 and 4 letter words. He has learned how to share. He's a really, like, I'm starting to see his personality. When I was pregnant with him, God spoke to us that he would be a leader. So we prayed into that he would be a leader of his generation, and we can see that. Then my little girl, my look-alike. She is the sweetest little girl that I have ever known. And I'm not just saying that as her mom, but she is very nurturing. She loves to cuddle and sit with you, and yeah, so I am grateful. I'm so grateful for my babies and how far they have grown, and the fact that they are growing, because as they grow, I become even more independent. I am trying. What am I trying? I'm trying to work out consistently. I have been off and on this year, and I want to do that more consistently. And so for me, I like to start working out about 6 months after the baby has been born. So I had diastasis recti of about, I think, 2 fingers, 2 finger separation. So now I am working on it properly and intensely. Every night I'm doing the workouts. I will share them in a video at some point, and I can see the results. It's going really well. I want to do that consistently. I want to have a healthy lifestyle. Yeah. Reading. I am reading 2 books. This year I've been intentional on reading and enriching my knowledge. Someone said that if you want to hide something from Africans, put it in a book. I don't want that to be true about me. I don't want that to be true about our generation. So I'm trying to read at least a book every month. I am already failing on that, but we can still aim high. So this year, we're trying to immerse ourselves in spaces that will teach us a lot about marriage, about parenting, because there's only so much that we know, and there's a lot that we can learn from other people. So this year, you'll notice that we're doing a lot more fellowships. We are trying to plug ourselves in spaces that we can learn a lot. So one of those is a book club that my friend Lisa and I started, and we're reading this book, Shepherding a Child's Heart. Guys, I have learned so much, and we're still going. I have learned so much in this book. If you can get it, please do. It is a must read. And then we're also reading this one with my husband and a couple and some other couples, I think there are 3 other couples, we're learning so much about parenting, because my first son will never be 4 again. So if we drop the ball at this age, that's it. We're going to be trying to play catch up, and we want to be intentional from the word go. I know there are mistakes that we have made. We have seen them, and we're trying to do better. We have a younger one. He's just 7 months, so we want to do better by our babies. And the only way we can do that is by learning. And what I love about these books is that they are based on God. These children come from God, and it is only from Him that we can know how to raise them. He is their author, He is our author. He's the one who wrote the manual for the babies. So it is only from him that we can learn. So that's what we're doing. The next part that I want us to take stock on is learning. What am I learning? In this season, I'm learning a lot about finances. It's something that we want to do as a couple, that we want to learn about as a couple. So we're trying to be intentional on saving. Like, we make sure that we do that, I don't know what to call it, that money division God's way. So the first, as soon as the money comes in, 10% is taken off for tithe, then 20% for investment, another 20% for saving, and then like, we're trying to be really diligent about that, catch up with everything that is lagging behind. We want to have our ducks in a row regarding finances. So we are learning a lot on that, and we're also trying to invest a lot more this year. Finding. I am trying to find my humor. I am finding my humor. I love to laugh. I love a good hearty laugh, like the one where your belly starts to hurt. I love to laugh. So I'm finding that humor. I don't want life and the things that happen to us, and maybe even the things that people say, to suck out that humor. So if you've been following me on Instagram and also some of the YouTube shorts, I've been trying to find my humor, find things that make me laugh, that make me happy, that I know will also make you laugh. So finding the humor in marriage, finding the humor in life generally, that's what I'm doing. That's one of the things that I am finding. And then struggling. So at the start of the year, I was having a conversation with one of my really, really close friends. I'll even call her one of my best friends. And we like to talk, and we're learning to talk very candidly. You know that I love to have uncomfortable conversations. So we're having one of those. And when I started out on Instagram, I just wanted to encourage people. I never had any intention of showing my face or doing my work like this. But as I kept on following the call, God kept on clarifying how He has called us. And Mark and I, from the inception, before we even got married, we knew that we were called to serve in marriage. So as I kept on doing that with Instagram, God kept on showing us the different ways that we should serve His people. And that's how YouTube started a year ago in Feb. The way that I do my work will not be the same way that someone else does their work. So as you consume content, look at it with an open mind. Watch a video and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Not, what did she do wrong? While you hear this, be introspective and ask yourself, where have I been the toxic person? Where have I been the negative person with regards to content, to a content creator? There's a friend of mine, a fellow content creator, who texted me and said, you know what, Daisy, this industry, I'm just sick and tired. Now, let me just answer some of the questions that were sent in on Instagram. How do you manage working from home and raising children? Really, it is systems, and I have a lot of help. I have 2 nannies who really do a great job in alleviating a lot of that work, and I thank God every day for them. That's what I do mostly. And then we have a routine for the children. So they wake up, they have breakfast, then they're playing, then there's nap time. I feel like having a routine helps you predict your day, helps you predict how the day is going to go. And that has also helped us do our work, especially from home. How do you work with your nannies? We do a lot of communication. I believe that this role, like, no one as a young girl dreams of becoming a nanny, a housekeeper. But circumstances and life happens to them, and somehow they find themselves in that job. So it's a daily reminder for me to be kind, to be compassionate, to be empathetic. You ask yourself, if you stayed in your house and did this work for 1 week, how would you be? And the thing with house chores is that it's the same, it's the same, it's the same, it's the same, it's the same. So it can easily get boring, you get tired, you're living with people, you also get irritable. So extend grace to them, communicate with them, treat them like human beings, and that's what has worked for us. At how many weeks did you have your first baby? My first baby came out at 39 and 6 days. So I was 1 day shy of 40 weeks. Yeah, that's when I lost my mucus plug, and yeah, that's when he was born. This one says, "You are a blessing." Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Today of all days, I really needed that affirmation. Thank you so much. Hey Daisy, you mentioned taking tamarind tea. So how do you make it? So tamarind is, I don't know what it's called in the local language. I always forget, but it's, I think it grows on a tree. So you just get it, remove the cover, put it in hot water, yeah, and just let it sip. After I think about 5 minutes, it's ready for you to take. Another person asking how I am. I'm fine. I think those are the questions that I will take today. Yeah. If you've reached this point, thank you. And if you have any affirmations, because I could really use those, leave them for me in the comments. If there's something that you want to take stock on, like what are you learning? Let me know. What are you learning? What are you grateful for? What are you doing differently this year? What are the things that you're trying to suck out of yourself? Like you find that the last time you laughed was last year. What is it that you're trying to do to have a better life, a more positive life this year? Let's take stock together. And also, this month is Mother's Day month. I am going to be featuring awesome moms who have made it through some very tough seasons, and I will be bringing them to you this month. Watch out for that. See you in the next video. Bye.